Greetings everyone, Chuck here. I hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. Hadn't planned on doing a video today. Basically what happened was Jamie and I were out yesterday and we were kind of riding around, didn't really have anything to do. We stopped at Target and went over to the DVDs to look around, and I got really excited because I noticed a movie had come out on DVD that I'd wanted to see in theaters and I didn't really get a chance to. And I think this movie was kind of a flop. Like, it wasn't in theaters that long, and I think that's why I didn't really get a chance to see this. But I saw it, and I got really excited. I was like, Jamie, we got to rent this. I got to see this movie. So we went to the Red Box. Gotta love the Red Box. And I picked up the latest horror film, Sorority Row. You can see it right there. But yeah, always been a fan of horror films. You have to be careful how you say that. But always been a fan of horror films and slasher flicks and whatnot. And you know, I don't know, they're fun. It's fun to get scared. It's, I don't know. But anyway, always been kind of a fan. This film is a remake of an older film that I believe came out in the 70s, maybe the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was the 80s. It was a remake of an older film called House on Sorority Row, and I've never seen that film, but I may check it out after seeing the remake. So yeah, so I'm going to do a little movie review of Sorority Row. Now, this film is a lot like I Know What You Did Last Summer. Basically what happens is you've got these girls who are in a sorority, and they decide to pull a prank on their friend, and the prank goes way too far, and something goes horribly wrong, and they end up killing their friend. And of course the girls are like, oh, we've got to keep this a secret, we can't tell anyone, it'll ruin our lives, we're about to graduate. And so they decide to hide the body, and they keep the secret. And of course, a year later, a mysterious hooded figure shows up and starts knocking them off one by one in the most gruesome ways. So anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much what this is. I liked this movie. This was actually a pretty good film. So yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. The coolest thing about this movie, and this is what I like about these particular types of slasher films, if you will, is this film has sort of a whodunit kind of thing. There's a certain level of intrigue. You're always wondering, who the killer is. I wonder who done it, so to speak. And that's why I always like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, because those films, it's not just about some killer hacking people up. There's a level of intrigue and mystery to it, and I think that just makes a film like this a whole lot more fun to watch. And that's the kind of film that this is. I thought one of the things that really stood out to me while watching this was the filmmakers did an excellent job, cinematography wise, as far as creating these really creepy atmospheres. I don't know, like, it was shot in a style that to me is different, that I haven't really seen in a while in movies like this. Just really created these creepy atmospheres. Well, I remember one scene in particular. It's toward the end of the movie, and there was this big party. I'm not giving anything away, but there was this big party in the house, and everybody's left, and the house is trashed, and and the girls show up, and of course the killer's in the house somewhere, and of course there's lights flickering, and there was a hot tub that somebody had put soap suds in, and it had been left on, and so this big thing of suds had just kind of overflowed into the house. And I don't know, like, it was just a really creepy atmosphere. And there are several moments in this film that are like that, so I really applaud the filmmakers for that. I mean, it was just, I don't know, it was something I hadn't really seen before in a movie like this. What else? The kills in this are pretty ingenuitive. Really kind of, there's not a lot of blood in this movie. There's a little bit, but basically what I'd like to say about this movie is this movie made me jump and cringe quite often, because it's filled with scares, where it's like, when somebody does get killed, it's like, oh, you get scared, and then you're like, oh, it's the kills were really just, kind of made you cringe a little bit. Really creative on the filmmaker's parts, and like I said, it wasn't that bloody, but it was, I don't know, just really made me cringe a lot and made me jump as well. Really, really fun. I don't know. The acting in this film is pretty much what you'd expect. I mean, in a movie like this, it was okay. The acting was good. Carrie Fisher is in this movie. She plays the house mother, I guess, or whatever, of the girls. And Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, from Star Wars. She doesn't really do a lot nowadays, but when you do see her in something, it's just always a treat. And she was really awesome in this movie. She was just really just fun to watch in this. Trying to think of anything else I can say. But yeah, this movie was really fun. My only hang-up, I guess my only two hang-ups about this film, well, there's two things. As far as the acting goes, there were a few acting choices that some of the actors made that were just sort of strange. And this could be due to the directing as well. I'm not really sure. There's no way to tell. But I don't know. It just seems to me that there were a few parts where, if you were to walk into a room and you were to find, one of your friends murdered, you would be freaking out, hysterically. You wouldn't walk into a room and be like, oh man, there's Mickey. He's got a harpoon in his chest. We should probably call the cops. Maybe we should go get some donuts and coffee and then call the cops. Wow, this is really a messed up situation. You wouldn't be that calm. So I don't know. That was just, there are a few moments like that where it was like, I don't know. And also, like I said, this is sort of a whodunit mystery. And usually films like this have a twist at the end. And the twist at the end was a little bit disappointing to me. I'm not going to give it away, but it was sort of those moments where it's like, when they reveal who the killer is, and you kind of go to yourself, you say to yourself, oh, it's that person, I don't know. But yeah, the reveal at the end, just, to me, it didn't really pack that much of a punch as I thought it would. So yeah, I was a little let down by that, but yeah, and I would, this was good. I would say pick this up. I give this maybe I'd probably give it a B. It's a pretty good, it's a fun film. If you're looking for a movie to rent, a good scary movie that's, fun, going to make you jump and cringe, like I said, as every scary movie should, I would definitely say rent this and pick it up. This is a good film. You won't be disappointed if you like horror films or slasher flicks and whatnot. Sorority Row. And I read online, apparently they are already working on a sequel to this. And, I'll probably check that out. This movie was pretty good, so pick it up if you want to, if you're in the mood for a good scare. Anyway, that's my review of the film Sorority Row. I hope you all are having a great Sunday, and I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you on the next post. Bye.